Hello everyone and welcome to Colony Survival. We're here to start a new playthrough today. I've named my world Orlando. Difficulty is normal, and here is my starting seed in case you want to play along. We're going to do play solo. Let it load. This game is basically about building a base and protecting yourself from zombies at night. It's set in like a Minecraft-like world. So this is where we spawned in at. We're going to go explore the area real quick, find a nice spot to start our base at. Swim across the water here. Basically we're safe until we put a banner down and recruit over 10 colonists. So there's very little threat right now. Actually there's no threat right now, which means there won't be any zombies that spawn at night, so we can take our time with up to our first 10 colonists and not worry about any zombies spawning. I think once we hit 10, then the zombies start spawning, then we have to have somebody away to protect ourselves. So I think I'm going to claim one of these islands. It looks like there's a whole bunch of little islands here. I'm going to claim one of these as home. It's got a nice view over here. Mountains in the background. This looks good to me. I'm going to claim this as home. So to do that, all we got to do is put our banner down. Call it main for now. And create the colony. So there you go, we've established a colony on this island. You can see, leaving the banner tool up, that there's a safe zone. Zombies will not spawn within the safe zone, but when we get into the dark area here, once we have zombies spawning, they will spawn in the dark zone, but not in the light zone. So we can build anywhere we want, but knowing that zombies will spawn in this area, but not this area. So the first thing I like to do is recruit some colonists, because in this game you can't really craft anything by yourself with exception to torches and tinkerer's table. So I like to put some colonists down right away just to get us going. Now we started out with 12 beds, 3 crates, and 20 torches. The torches we can craft our own, but the beds and crates we cannot. We need colonists for that. So I'm just going to put down a couple random. We'll clean this up in a little bit, but just to get us going. And if you go into the colony menu, you can recruit to fill all beds. So there's my 5 colonists all unemployed right now. First thing now, every colonist requires a meal once per day. If they don't get that meal, they will die. So the first thing I gotta do is take care of feeding them. So let's put down some. Right now all I have access to is berry farms. So we're going to make those as small as possible. 5 by 5 just to get us going right now. That way they'll start creating meals out of this. So you guys can see 2 of our colonists selected to be berry farmers, and they're going to plant berries and collect berries and make meals for us. You can see in the top left or top right of the screen their threat level is 0. In the top left we have 5 colonists. I believe once we hit 10 colonists, the threat level will start going up, which means zombies will start spawning. So by that time we need to make sure we have some kind of guards down. If we go into the science menu, we can see this is what we want to start working towards unlocking so that we can have more jobs in miners. But in order to unlock the miners, we need stone rubble. So in order to get stone, we have to, let's go to our safe zone here. See if we're happy with that. It looks like it's in the water quite a bit. I might move it over a little bit. You can move the banner over if you want. Let's see how big it is on this side. close to the water on this side as well, but that's good enough. My end goal, I think, is to expand the banner safe zone enough to take over this whole island. You can see on colony points here, we currently have 0 out of 100 we're allowed to store. We can expand the safe zone by saving up colony points, which we'll get to in a little bit. So let's first dig down and find some stone real quick. But basically we're just going to dig down until we find stone, which is right there, and start mining some of it. Now eventually we'll have colonists doing this for us. There you go, so we have 11 colonists now, or 11 stones. So let's go into the science menu. And you can see require stone rebel. We should have 5, I don't know why we don't. I guess because it's in our inventory, not in there. So now we have that. We can go back to there. And there you go. So now it's in the inventory, so we can complete that. So now we have the miner job unlocked. But in order to build the miner job, we need a tinkerer's table. So tinkerer's table, you can see this is one of the 2 things we can craft on our own. But we need logs and stone. So I just showed you how to get stone. Logs are just as easy. We just run up to a tree and chop it down. There you go. So now we can build a tinkerer's table. We'll just put that down right here for now to get us going. Once these guys wake up, they all sleep at night unless they're a guard. Guards stay awake at night to protect the base. So once one of these guys wakes up, he'll pick to do here. And if you right click on here, you can see the colonist is going to try to make all this stuff at this bench, so it'll take him a little bit to get caught up. But right now so he's set to make up to 5 beds. Once he hits 5 beds, he'll move on to something else. And this is high priority item, so actually he'll pick to make a sling first. And then he'll move down. Once all these high priority items are made, he'll move down to the second list, and then the lowest priorities last. So that is the basics of the game. The more colonists you have, the higher the threat level gets, the more zombies you get. Right now we are just getting our base set up, so we don't have any threat level yet. Okay, so a couple things. Move the beds around, make them line up nicer because that was bugging me. The banner's been moved a little bit. I'm going to slowly work at chiseling away these top 2 layers of the island to give us some bigger flatland to build on. But later on we'll unlock colonists that do that for us, so I'm not going to spend too much time doing it. But let's talk about the berry farm setup real quick. This is their standard berry farm, how it sets up when you don't do anything to it. You can remove these and place something down in the block in its place and it will not replace it. So I've done that over here, so this guy will just stand between these 2 bushes, put him in the crate, which I didn't talk about before. Everything needs a crate. If they can't find the crate, they'll take it to the banner. So you gotta keep that in mind. The closer the crate is to the work area, the less time they'll spend walking, the more time they'll spend producing. So, and then I put a bed down. Typically I'd make a big dormitory full of beds, but this playthrough I'm going to try making the beds right where they work. Now I know there's no guarantee that this berry farmer will pick this bed to sleep in, but I don't know, it looks better than a huge row after row after row of beds. Although at some point that might become necessary, but but every colonist requires a bed, and we're going to have up to maybe 1,000 or so colonists, so that's a lot of beds. So he'll be very productive this way. This guy's going to wander between bushes, pick a bush, then he'll come over and put it in the crate here. So much more efficient setup. Doesn't look, it's nice, some people don't like it, but I don't know, I'm going to try it out this playthrough. See, he's walking over to put his stuff in. Okay. Next thing is these guys need supplies to build with. They need, most of the stuff they require is stone, rubble, and blocks. Stone, rubble, and wood. So wood, let's take care of right away, because we're going to need that for pretty much everything. So we have access to berry farmers and foresters right now. That's it. Everything else is grayed out. Requires science to unlock. So let's put down the forester. I can't remember what size these guys go. I'm going to try 5 by 20, see if I can get 2 trees to grow. It can only be 100. It's too large. So max area is up to 100. I'm not sure if 5 wide will get 2 trees wide or not. So if not, we'll have to come back and adjust it to make it like 6 by something. But so that's good there. We already have an unemployed guy, so he should come over and start foresting right here. And again, that needs a crate. For now, I'm just going to put the crate here until I see where the trees end up coming. So that's that. The next thing we need to do is put down get a supply of stone coming, because that's where, in the beginning, our ammo is going to be made out of sling bullets, which is made out of stone rubble. So these guys have been mining, making miner jobs, which we're going to take out of the inventory. And run down and put them in our mine. Now this requires dark stone. So I dug out our mine a little bit further. So I dug this out, and you can see I found a whole bunch of ore. This is, I believe, copper, and this is clay. Right now we don't need that, we just need this stuff right here, which is, I'm out of chests already. So basically we put down a chest so that he doesn't have to walk up to the banner to put it away, and then put a miner's job down. So there you go. Since now we have -1 unemployed, that means we don't have enough people. I don't know if I have enough beds down to hire somebody, but let's find out. Yep, I had 1 extra bed up there. So I'm actually going to throw a bed down here, so again, I know he might not pick to sleep there, which will throw everybody off. Someone will have to come down these steps. But in the end, I'll have extra beds laying around anyway, so hopefully it won't matter. We'll build him a nicer place to live eventually, but for now, let's just get this up and running. And then we got to pick an entry location for our base and protect the rest of it. So by protect the rest of it, I mean basically we have to either build a wall or a moat around our safe zone so that zombies can't come in. Right now, zombies could easily jump down in this. They can climb 1 block, so they can go up there and come back up this way. But if you build a moat too deep, they won't be able to cross it, and they'll just circle around until they find a spot. They're all aiming for the banner. So we'll go through and dig a moat 2 deep around the entire base, leaving 1 spot for them to come in, so that way we only have 1 spot to protect. Over here we'll do something like put down grass or something, so that way it's always too high so they can't get in here. So I'll go around and do that, and then we'll place some guards down. I'm thinking the entry is going to be over here, so that way we can build a nice bridge over that island, make this our entrance to the base, and then we'll wall off the rest of it so that any zombies will have to come around and come up to our bridge to come across. So that's what we're going to work on next. So I changed the trees to a 6 by 16 area instead of 5 by 20. That way I can get 2 rows deep, 2 trees deep instead of 1. 5 by 20 there was only 1 tree growing, 1 row of trees, so I can get a little bit more trees this way. I know there's more efficient patterns, but it's good enough for me. Second thing is I dug the moat. So it is either a 2-block moat all the way around, or in this case there's a 2-block high wall down here, so they can't get up this wall here. As you see, the safe zone is over here, right here. So a 2-block high wall. I'm not super confident it's secure, but one way to find out, we'll get some zombies come in and see what direction they come in from. But it goes all the way around here, and we have a little main entrance right here. So let's look at the science real quick. Let's see, wheat requires stone tools, planks, and beds, which we've been working on, so let's complete that. As well as smelter, we have the stuff for that, just planks and stone tools. So that unlocks some other stuff we'll look at in a little bit here. But we also want to unlock this pottery, so we're going to need to collect some clay. So let's go down to the mine and set up some mining. I changed the entrance a little bit because the entrance was actually on the other side of the safe zone, so we don't want zombies down in there. And actually, while we're over here real quick, I added 2 berry farmers because I know we're going to need them. So that's a total of 4 berry farmers right now. I haven't hired for them yet, but we will shortly. And down here in the mine, we're going to mine some clay, which is this stuff here. That's so we'll put down a miner for clay. And a miner for copper. We'll need more than that right now, but that's just to get us started, to get us through some of this initial science. While we're down here, let's make a little sleeping area. That looks a little nicer for them. Alright, so that'll be good for now, 1 of each. 1 stone miner, 1 clay miner, 1 copper miner. We'll need a ton more than that, but for now that's good enough. Last thing we need to do is set up some guards so we can hire some people, because I just put down a whole bunch of jobs. So assuming most of the zombies are going to come from here, we're going to put down these are nighttime slinger guards. We're going to put down 1 there, 1 there, and until we're sure, zombies try to attack the banner, so until we're sure, I'm going to put 1 here as well, protecting the flag. So last thing to do would be to hire for those jobs. Actually, we're going to put down some beds for the guards. We'll give the guards a little bit nicer of a house later, but for right now, that'll have to do. One thing, since we unlocked wheat real quick, let's put it on a wheat farm. Wheat farm, there we go. Wheat farm, I believe, grows every 2 days. That gives you 100, 1 per block, so a 10 by 10 area. There you go. So this will all grow wheat. We'll get 100 wheat every 2 days out of it, so we can make some food out of that, I think. Oh, and we need a crate over there. As well as a bed for now. Alright, I think that does it. So let's hire for the jobs. This will put us over to 10 colonists, so we should start seeing zombies starting tonight. So that's a whole bunch of people. You can see our, let's see, where's our threat level is still 0. It's interesting. I wonder if they've raised the limit. I thought it used to be 10. First 10 colonists were free, after that the threats, but maybe not. We'll have to see. So they should all get started doing their jobs. The nighttime guards actually sleep during the day. So we'll wait and see if we get any zombies tonight, I guess. So they're already taking their places over here, so we'll see what happens. So our tinkers have been busy. They have our smelters and our log splitters built. So I grabbed those from the inventory, built a little log cutter's hut over here. All the materials I have to work with right now, so I guess that's what we're using. There's our log cut or log grower now. So I'm going to put down a bed. A crate. And a log splitter. So this will make planks a lot faster. It'll make steps, make torches, and wood flooring right now. We'll unlock more stuff for it later. So that's that. Let's go set up the smelters real quick. Right now I think all we're going to smelt is, well, we'll put one down and see, but I think it's just copper. So let's see. We'll do 3 for now. Yep, and all I can make is copper ingots right now, so that'll be good there. We have, let's see, 3 miners down here. And 3, so we need 6 beds down here. We have 4, so I'll dig some more of this out off camera and put down some more beds. Well, let's hire for those jobs now. It looks like I have just enough beds to deal with it. So let's go up top here and do it. So let's hire for those jobs real quick. That's done. Our threat level is still 0, so I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's 20, I don't know. So the other thing I want to talk about is, first is we unlocked gruel with the wheat farming, so that is another type of meal. Down here made at the tinker's table. It takes 6 wheat and 20 seconds with stone tools. Now stone tools are being made here as well, and if you hover over them here, they basically cut the crafting speed in half, so it's 2x crafting speed. So everybody that needs a tool will come right now to the banner and grab it. Once we get tool shops unlocked, they'll go to a tool shop, but for now they have to go to the banner to get a tool. So that's gruel, so that's been helping our meals, but we're on the 44. And every time you recruit a colonist, you use meals, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, make sure that the meals are still going up. And then lastly, science. We have enough clay to unlock the pottery, which is going to unlock the pottery station, which we made at the tinker's tables, as well as the wood gatherer, or I'm sorry, the water gatherer. So we'll need pots to gather water, which will be an important resource for us. So let's complete that. Mud bricks we can complete as well. All we need is planks and clay. Unlocks mud bricks. And now that our smelters are going, they'll have the copper ingots being smelted. So that way we can fulfill this one. So let's wait. Next morning our Tinker's Table will start building that stuff for us. Pottery Station, water gathering, and we'll get that stuff put down. So I'm thinking maybe I had it wrong. Maybe it's not 10 colonists that are free. Maybe it's 20. I don't know. I'm going to place down a couple more jobs, recruit, and find out. So one, I'm going to put down another splitting stump here. Because we're going to need lots of firewood anyway for the smelters. I am going to make another wheat field because we're going to go through wheat like crazy. Now wheat, I forgot to mention, I know I said it's 100 per 2 days, which comes out to 50 per day, which takes about six wheat to make one wheat gruel for food, so that's about 8 meals a day. So much better than the 4 to 5 per day for the berry farms. So let's put another wheat farm down real quick. 10 by 10. Give them somewhere to sleep for now. We'll have to build them a little hut like we did for the log splitters, but then I'm going to run downstairs and put a smelter in. Put it on a different group because right now they're just making copper. Right now you can see they're set to make copper to infinity. And that's higher priority than mud bricks, so mud bricks will never get made as long as we have copper. Which we should always have copper, so I'm going to put down another one real quick. Change it to group 2. And change the priority to, as long as say we have 100. As long as we have 100 copper, it can start making mud bricks. We'll see how that works out. Throw down a bed for him. And he has a crate already, yep. So let's hire and see if that changes our threat level. Maybe it was 20 instead of 10. You don't have to run to the banner, I just run to the banner as the central point. Colony, recruit to fill all jobs. So now we have 21 colonists and our threat level is still 0. So I think something's not working right. I am going to go to the... Well, here, actually try this. Science. I have enough to unlock the Merchant's Hub. It's supposed to increase monster threat by 10. So let's do that and see if it changes the... So there, that did change the threat level. Maybe it's not based on colonists anymore, I don't know. I could try changing the difficulty and see if that makes a difference. Doesn't seem to matter. I'll keep an eye on it and see. I'll try to look it up online between episodes and see if what's going on there. I thought that it used to be the number of colonists helped increase your threat level, but maybe it doesn't matter anymore. I don't know. So we'll let them finish making the water gatherer and the pottery station, and we'll get those put down. So I looked it up real quick. It looks like the number might be 25 colonists instead of 10 or 20 like I was thinking, so the threat level won't increase till we get that many colonists. However, it did increase because of some of the science we did to 10. And I have it paused right now because there's a zombie right here. He's our first zombie. I didn't want him to get killed before you saw it, so I'm going to unpause it and he'll probably get killed by our guards right away, but here he comes now and boom, he's dead. One one shot. Right now, here comes another one. The zombies are pretty light at first, but they get harder and harder and more come, and it takes more and more shots to kill them. So right now we're just at the beginning, so it's not too hard. 2 guards are handling it pretty easily. So the other thing we unlocked real quick I want to put down is the job crafter block. We unlocked that with our last research we did. So I'll put that down real quick so they can start working on this. It makes Merchant's Hub and Job Crafters block. That's all it makes right now, I guess, but at least we have one down. So we'll probably need another bed. Before this gets out of control, I'm going to start building little areas for these guys, but hire for that job real quick. Okay, so let them get back to building their stuff, and then we'll put down the next stuff. On the science front, while we have some wheat in the stockpile, let's research the tailor. It'll unlock flax farming so we can make some linen to sell. As well as, since we're here, we'll do the water pumping, even though we don't really need it. Working towards the anvil, I think, and the tanner, both of which increase threat. So we want to make sure our defenses are up there by the time we do the anvil, because it increases threat by 30. So, water gathering, I'm going to dig out the space down here on the edge, since our safe zone includes a little bit of water access here. You can see it down here. So we can expand this a little bit by sorry if that's loud. But we can just dig it out and the water expands. So I'll dig this out a little bit and make a nice little area for water gatherers and eventually fishing. So I think this will be a nice little area for it. It's already cordoned off from the zombies. So we're good to go there. And then I built a small hut. So when they bring the clay up, from the mines, they can run over here and stick it in here. Now granted, I'm just saying that they actually store it in a crate down there, but and then we'll put something in here for the pottery stations. Put down 2 for now, I guess. And some beds for them. Might rearrange this in a little bit so we can fit some more in here, but put the crates in the center here. Actually, we'll do it now. So, workstation. So that way worker can stand here, work, and if we want to, we can put another workstation right here. And still have room for beds in here. So we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna let them do our science. Actually, let's put down our flax farm real quick since we unlocked that. This will probably get relocated, but for now, just to get it up and running, let's put it down here. Flax farm is now unlocked, and this is what we'll use to make linen. Crate and a bed. And let's hire for those people. So we're at the 25 colonist level now. We'll have to watch our threat level after this, see if it starts going up or not. Our meals are holding steady, so I put some wheat in here in case they wanted to use it for gruel. So I had it for the science, but turns out we didn't need it. So next we'll work towards the anvil and the tanner, but we'll have to get our defenses up a little bit. Probably do this porridge as well, but they'll increase the threat, so we'll have to watch. But this will unlock wheat porridge, which is a little bit better and faster in making. But for that we need water, so let's let them build the pots so we can get the water gatherers going. So we're working towards the copper anvil, to make copper ingots. Copper tools. So in order to do that we need leather. In order to get leather we need to unlock the tanner. In order to unlock the tanner we need animal carcasses, which are purchased at the Merchant's Hub. So we'll go put the Merchant's Hub down in a second. While we're here, we're going to look at porridge. Increases monster threat by 15, requires 5 pots. We're going to go ahead and do that. So we'll complete that while we're here. We'll put the Merchant's Hub down over here. So there you can just basically click on it and you can sell. You can purchase stuff like animal carcasses, you can sell stuff like linen. So I'm going to get some linen going because that's what I find easiest to sell. You get 7 points for linen. That way we can buy some animal carcasses. So in order to do that I needed somewhere to put them. So I started planning this out a little bit. I'm going to have a farm here, a nice little walkway between the two. A farm on this side, a farm on this side. With a nice little walkway between the two. And then some production buildings on this side overlooking the farms. So that's my plan for that. So in here we'll do 2 workstations, so I'll put down the tailors since I have them. And so the tailors will work there, and then right behind them we'll make another room with 2 beds for them. So there's 2 workstations, there's 2 beds for them. So that should take care of that. And then let's get some water gathering going. So I started building out this area a little bit so I can extend another farm over here, which we might as well put down because we're going to need it anyway. So put down another wheat farm. So that's that, good there. Do our temporary setup right now of crate and bed. Let's do the same thing down here. So I built this out so we can have like little structures supporting our farm above. Kind of structural dirt right now, but we'll fix that up. And here's my nice little water area we've carved out overlooking the sea. Very nice. So let's put a water gatherer down. So he'll scoop water and put it in the crate. I guess we'll give him a little bed back here for now. Again, this is just temporary, we'll make it look nicer as we go. So that's good there. So we got the tailor shop done, we got the water gatherer done. Now the other thing I wanted to see was the log splitter. It doesn't look like it's keeping up. We run over here. We can check what it's set to make. So I want these log walls, but so far it's not keeping up with the planks. So it's set to make 200. It's got 199, so it just caught up. Just caught up on firewood as well. So it should start making these log walls. But just to be safe, I'm going to put down another log splitter. So that way we have, because we're going to add more smelters and it's going to need more firewood and it's just going to snowball from there. So I'll take care of that. So I'll build this building in between episodes, and then next episode we will unlock the copper anvil and get some copper tools going so we can increase our production speed, as well as wheat porridge so that we can get more meals. Our meals are holding steady right now, but we want to keep an upward trend on the meals. But before we go, I guess let's hire the colony. And our threat level did go up because of that, so the number was 25. We're now at 26.5. So maybe we should throw down an extra guard or two just in case. We don't want to die this early. So I should take care of that. We'll have to build a little house for these guards as well, but recruit to fill their jobs. And that should take care of that. They're going to come over and work now. But that way we have extra guards just in case we start getting... I don't suspect we'll get a ton of zombies, but you never know. Once you get overrun, it's kind of hard to recover. So next episode, in between episodes, I'll build this building and show you what it looks like, and then we'll work towards the next step. Thanks for watching.